Hey YouTube, this is Bilal and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to go over something that is important to our tanks, either it be reef tanks or our saltwater fish only tanks, and that is our RODI system. RODI system is very important because it helps filter out all the bad things that you don't want for your tank, either it be like sand, rust, debris, or metals that you don't want in your tank. There is a new product from Aquatic Life that I just bought and I want to use it on my 60-gallon reef tank. I use this one. I bought is a 75. It makes about 75 gallons per day. The one I had in the past was 50 gallons per day. Let's go ahead and get to opening the product. So this is the box by Aquatic Life. And when you open it, you have a bunch of tubing, pretty decent amount. And they also provide you all the locks and adapters that you need to set it up. Comes with a guide. So it comes with this is a four-stage RODI system. Comes with a sediment filter, carbon filter, a reverse osmosis membrane, and a deionization resin. So the first three stages, they remove about 98% of the TDS that's in your tap water, and then this removes the 2% that's left over. So you have your guide. It tells you exactly how to set it up. Let's see what this is. As you can see, everything is well packaged. Comes with a piece of foam to make sure that it doesn't move around when being transported. This is a lot more fancier looking than I had in the previous version. It's pretty cool. And I believe this you can actually, so this has um, the sections to help. You could probably put it on a wall, and so you could set up an actual station for your system. And that's what I'm going to do in my garage because that's the most convenient place I have, where I have a nearby water hose that I can attach to this. And that's what I've been doing for the past 3 years. So we have this. We also have the different sediments. Different filters. So you have I believe this one is a sediment filter. You have the carbon filter. You have the auto membrane filter. Then you have the deionization filter. So the thing with this one is just like the older version I had. So this is the sediment. So these are see-through. So you can see there's this black resin in here. As this resin gets yellow and yellow, it tells you it's being used. So when it's primarily yellow, you know it's time to replace this and probably replace some of the other filters. I personally have been just replacing the whole system every year. I just think that this is a lot more This is more affordable than other RDI systems on the market. I believe this one I got it. It was on sale, and I got it for like $80. So I'd rather just replace it every year rather than trying to replace every single filter or different filters depending on how long they last. So This newer model has different ways of setting it up. Let's see. So if you're just gonna make it simple, where you don't use the float valve, let's say you don't have you're not able to make this into a permanent setup, like you might have to move stuff around, or let's say if you're using your water hose outside the house to connect to this to create your auto DI water. And then and if you're going to use that hose for other reasons, or if you have a faucet that outside your house that you're using for multiple reasons, or even inside the house you're using your kitchen faucet or any of the faucet you're going to use to make your auto DI water. The float valve is probably not the best route. So for my setup, I'm going to only need this adapter for my faucet outside. And let's see what else. I'm probably gonna use these to screw in my. So you could actually create your station. You have this back here, like I said before, I believe. Then I'm gonna find a spot where I can find the wood in the wall, and then screw this in. And then these do move like this. This is what I really like. It's very well built. It's very solid material. So it's really nice, I like that. And it labels everything. So that's really good. And this is where your wastewater go out. So the tubing you're gonna cut. Sorry, that's my daughter. Okay, guys. So I went ahead and installed the RODI system station here in my garage, and unfortunately, I made videos that showed how I drilled the holes and installed this, but I somehow lost those videos. Either I deleted them, or my battery died. Not sure, but I'm gonna go ahead and explain. So it's set up like this. So you have the sediment, carbon block, RO membrane, and deionization filter. These go up like this. I'm gonna remove these because I don't need these, like I mentioned earlier. I'll do it later. But anyways, I had to drill holes and then install this. So you have to make sure you find a stud. My studs were too far apart, so only install this. I installed the middle screw, or I screwed in the middle screw into this stud right here, and then I had to use supports for the other screws. There are little plastic yellow pieces or any other color pieces that the screw drills screws into, and then you take those supports and you first make a hole into the wall where you want them, and then you will use a hammer to knock them into place, and then you will screw in you will screw them into there. If it makes any sense. You take the screws and then you drill them into the supports. And that's how I did it for this one. This is the one into the stud. And then this is also into one of the supports. Okay. So now that's set up, and I'm going to show you how to lock into the filters. So before I go ahead and install the different filters, I have to first, I'm going to put in the sediment and the carbon block. These are the flush membranes. They're already pre-installed. You leave them on. You have to first attach the hose, the tubing, and then you have to run this for about 5 to 10 minutes so that the carbon block, we can remove all the dust so that it doesn't block the membrane or it doesn't decrease the life of the RODI membrane. Once you do that, and then we're gonna put in the RODI membrane, and then we're gonna run this for 30 minutes, and then we'll put on deionization filter. So that's the process of preventing these two to decrease in their life. So this is how you twist in the carbon block, just like that. You're going to, I believe so, like this. Twist it this way. I'm gonna line it with this little line right here. And you do the same thing for the sediment. There we go. Got the two in here. So to connect the tubing on this, for the wastewater and for the filter water, the tubing, there is a blue slot right here on this side. This one does, and then this has an insert as well too. You're gonna remove. You can see right here, there's like a little lock. You pull that pin out. You're gonna stick your tubing inside of the insert until it's snug, or as far as you can get it in, but make sure you don't push too hard. And then you're gonna put the pin back in under the insert. There's a little gap between the insert and the plastic piece. I'm not sure if you can see it, but you just stick it back in there, and then it seals the connection between the tubing and the insert. You do the same for this, for the wastewater pipe or tubing, and then for the filter water tubing. You just have to make sure you measure how much you need for the source. So like if you're using a hose or a faucet, how much do you need to get to the faucet or or the hose. Make sure you cut a 90 degrees angle on the tubing, and that's going to do the same for all of them. Okay. So now that I have my hose running, I have the wastewater and the filter water. This is probably the wastewater. Oh no, this is the filter water. This is the wastewater. This is probably a lot more pressure because the RO membrane and the deionized filter are not attached yet. Once you do it shouldn't be coming out like this though. But right now I'm cleaning out the carbon filter. So I went ahead and I installed the RO membrane, and now I'm gonna go ahead and flush this for 30 minutes. Once we flush it for 30 minutes, for the deionized filter, you don't have to flush. You just install that and it's ready to go. Okay, guys. Hope you found this video helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. And make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you click on the bell button to get notifications in the future for any updates that I make. And also make sure you check out my previous videos that I have on my channel, my 10-gallon reef tank and for my 60-gallon reef tank. See you next time.